talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about?
You know, it's a sad day sometimes when you live life in a negative way and you live believing that you don't deserve more. That's my life, and that's how I was raised. This was my home. What's going on, world? It's your boy Bigchips here, and today we're getting real. Today's the real life, and this message goes out to anybody who believes that they can't get out of the situation that they're in. I know it's pretty loud where I am, but this is my childhood home right here. This is where all the magic happened as a kid, and where all the bad happened. This was my situation. This was life as I know it. This was my home. And I want you to understand something, as I know I'm not supposed to be here. I'm kind of looking around. I was raised, I don't know if you can see down there or not, but down here is your inner city. Over here, living of your projects, ghetto, whatever you want to call that over here. On this side over here is trailer park, trash, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is. And right here in the smack dab middle, it's your boy Bigchips. And this is how I grew to be who I am. Alright, now most of y'all look at me, and as I come to find out from the live event that I went to, everybody thinks I'm a small guy. I guess my presence isn't very large or something, or it's the way that I'm always doing camera angles, whatever the case may be. But I'm a big dude, alright? I'm a big guy. You know, it's just the way it is, you know what I mean? And here is the reason why I am the way I am. I was brought up here. This was my upbringing. This was my life. This was the story that I was taught. This would be all that I would ever amount to. This would be all I would ever have, ever dream to have, anything. And I say this because I want you to understand that life is not that way. All that is a mental block. It's a mental situation that the world put you in and the world put me in. Alright? I grew up very young. I grew up with bikers. I grew up with gang members. I grew up with the Mexican mafia. I grew up with all of them. Alright? We had the blue, the red, the black, and the leather. Think on that one a little bit, alright? The biker gangs that we had back here when I was younger was a gang out of Charlotte, North Carolina, known as the Outlaws. Alright? These were the people that actually did damage. These were the people that would put the concrete shoes on you and throw you in the lake and would never think twice about it. These were the biker gangs people worried about. Alright? They were a spawn, I guess you could say, of Hell's Angels. I'm not really sure where the lineage comes from. Just like I don't know the lineage of Crips, Bloods, 8-Ball Mafia, Deuces, whatever. I don't know the lineage of how that stuff works. I just know that it's a mindset of how people are taught to live. And right here on this side over here, on this back side, this is main highway, all right? So where I live, it doesn't matter what you do, you can run. You got highway right back here. You just get up and run and nobody'd ever see you. That's how I was raised. I was raised to believe that the only way I would survive is to kill my way, sell my way, or buy my way to the top. Now, I use this as an example because I want you to understand network marketing is kind of the same way. We're taking people in a bad situation and putting them in a situation to do good, but yet they're still living with that ghetto, trailer park, biker mentality of that you got to steal, kill, and destroy in order to get where you want to be in life. And that's not true, friend. That's not true at all. And I want you to understand one thing. This is not a reality. This is a figment of my imagination. This was not me. This is not my life. This is not where I was meant to be. This is a product of my environment. This is a product of stinking thinking, self-loathing thought. That is not you. This is not your life. This is not who you are meant to be. This is not a generational curse. This is generations of stinking thinking. All right? And I say this because I want you to understand that life is not this. This is not meant for children. This is not meant for anybody to have to live through. Suffering, begging, pleading to have is not the way to run your life. Killing people, drugging people is not a way to run your life. This was my life. This was what I chose. This was what I felt was bestowed upon me. Was this hot mess back here, the freaking ghetto ass back here, the trailer park trash over here, the freaking highway back here. That was my life. This, my friend, is not life. This is a product of what our government wants us to believe is right. I was brought up to believe that there is no money out there. There's no real opportunity. You have to be rich to have the opportunity. How do you get rich? Well, you either gotta sleep with somebody big, you gotta sell a lot of drugs, you gotta kill somebody, you gotta be a bad person. I was never led to believe, or a musician, sell your soul to the devil and let him lift you up to where, that kind of thing. That's the way I was raised. That there was no chance of me getting out of this. There's no chance of my family ever becoming more. Hell, my family even told me I'd never amount to anything. My family told me I'd always be a failure. My family told me I'd be dead or in jail by the time I was 18. You know what? They were right. Because I was. But it was a case of that's what they taught me. That's what they spoke in a young child's heart. So yeah, this is a message about who Bigchips is. Yeah, this is a message to show you the shambles that I come from. But this is also a message of hope, of encouragement. Because there's somebody right now that's listening to the words I'm saying. There's somebody that's in this situation. You may not live in the ghetto. You may not live in the trailer park. You may be like your boy Bigchips, living somewhere in between. Too poor to afford anything, but too rich to get beneficial help to get you the things you need. You may be like me. You may be starving at night. You may have to eat the same thing day after day. You may actually have to have a peanut butter. Actually, peanut butter was even too expensive, but a ketchup and mustard sandwich. Who's had some of that? Who had Spam in their freaking counter? Who had all the cheap ass food that makes you sick? Gains the weight. I grew up like this. That was my mindset. That was my life. This highway back here. All the crap around me. This was the way I was raised. This was my life. This was the way that life was supposed to be, meant to be, and it would always be, it would never change. That's what I was told. What about you? What about you? What were you told? You told you wouldn't survive? Were you told that you'd be dead, in jail, living on the streets by the time you were 18? Were you told that this would be your life? Because I'm going to tell you something, friend. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. The power of your mind, the power of perception. Now, let me look at you real quick, because I want you to understand something. All right? This is not meant to be your life. This is not meant to be your home. You don't have to sell drugs. You don't have to do drugs. You don't have to fight the anxiety, the fear, the depression. You can stop it right here. But you got to condition your mind to believe you're better than this. You got to condition your mind that that is not where you come from. I know I got to leave. I'm not supposed to be over here, but you know, and this actually looks a lot better than it used to. It used to be brown. Still beat up to hell though. That part still looks the same. But this is a 2-bedroom, single wide trailer. Alright? It's like 15 by 10, something like that. 15 by 10. It's tiny. That's a tiny ass little, or not 15, that's a 30 by 10, 30 by 12, something like that. It's tiny. This is sun's kind of hurting my eyes. I got light blue eyes, so like that, the glare affects me. That's why I wear my sunglasses. But this is the smallest 1968 trailer that they had. You know, and even back when I was born, it was a junker. You know, I can look at this now and it brings tears to my eyes. It brings back a lot of bad memories. I was arrested here. My life almost ended here multiple times. I lost a lot of family members here. It's hard. It's a hard life. And anybody that's living that hard life, you understand. But here's kind of where I want to go with this. I gotta bring you back around somewhere. The point of this situation, somebody coming up here. The point of this situation is this. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter what you're doing. This is a thought. This is what you think you deserve. Until you tell yourself you deserve more, you're never going to get more. That dog's going to let loose and I'm up here. Bullcrap. But you understand what I'm saying? This is not your reality. This is not my reality. This is not your life. This is not my life. This is what was. This is my past, not my future. If I continue to look at this as where I am and what I'm doing, where do you think I'm going to be? If all I did was focus on this, where do you think my mind, my mindset, my life, my thoughts in general, where do you think I would be? Do you think I would be the big chips you know right now? Or do you think I would be dead? Do you think I would be in jail? You feel me? Life is hard, but we make it harder. Until you stop living in this mindset back here, until this stops being your reality, that's all you're gonna ever have. That's all I ever had. Because that's all I ever thought I deserved. I thought that life was too little. I thought that life was too hard. It was going to cost too much money. It was going to cost anything that I thought was a reality to me, and that is what I thought of myself as what I'm doing. And life does not have to be that way. Life is not that hard of what you're doing. I'm sitting here talking, and I'm living a life to tell you that where life is and what life is doing does not have to be your reality. Because it's not. It's not what you think is right at this moment. You got to think over and above and beyond. I'm hoping that waving at that person that they're going to see me and like think that everything's okay. But life is not that situation, and it's not what you make it to be. Life has got to be more than just a randomized situation and a randomized freaking thought. Life is more than the bullcrap you feed yourself when you're down in the dumps. If you want to get out of the dumps, if you want to get out of where you are, if you want to live life to the utmost strength and power of what you are, then you've got to live to be more. You've got to live life for that extra factor. You've got to live life to be and go where you want to go. I can't live your life for you, and nobody can. You've got to live your life for yourself and live your life to be and live and do for more. Because if you don't, this is your reality, okay? That's your reality right there. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be, but where you put your mind, where you put your thoughts, where you put your actions, that is what you're going to become. Man, there's leaves everywhere. So if this is what you want, if that's the life that you choose to live, if you choose to live this life, the ghetto life, the trailer park life, the street life, whatever that is, it's all your decision. It doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be, as a fly on my nose, it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be anything. It just has to be your decision and your freaking life. Make a decision now. Is it that? Is that it? Do you want that hard life that I led? Do you want to struggle? Do you want to always want more but never know how to have it? Because I'm telling you, life is so much better once you figure out that your thoughts have power, your actions dictate your life will dictate your future. I mean, it's simplistic saying that, but it is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. So you can either live life or let it live you. You can just live, or you can live on purpose. That's what your boy does. So where I am at this moment in time, I'm an online entrepreneur. I'm a father of 3 beautiful kids. I'm a husband to my best friend. Life is no longer living on the streets. Life is no longer ghetto. Life is no longer trash. It's no longer this. You know? And I finally found a real home too. My online community. Because in life, you've got to have people that can lift you up. You got to have people that can edify you. You got to have people that can take you to the next level. All right? And what I found and where I am right now in my business, it's called the Internet Lifestyle Network. Not only do they have great leadership, but they have a community backed with just awesome people. You know, we all come from different walks of life. We all come from different scenarios, even different countries. But they're helping to build futures, because what they did for me is they changed my life. Because even now, I thought I had it all together. I thought I had it all mapped out, all planned out. I knew where my life was going. I'm a marketer. I've got a company and I can call people wussies and badass and all this other stuff, but I wasn't feeling it. I finally found a company who actually cares about me. What? I actually found a company that's teaching so many people how to make money online. They even take the problems out of my situation of training people, although I still train people. But like when I get people, I'm like, look at the arsenal that they have in the back office. Look at the university inside of ILN and tell me that there's not $15 worth of value there. But guys, I finally found my way. My story is not this. This may have been the beginning, but sure as hell in the end. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. You got your boy Bigchips here. Trying not to get emotional. Trying not to get these people to come up here because I know they're looking at me. I was fed bullcrap my whole life. And my life became bullcrap. I started feeding my life positivity. I started feeding my life more. I started feeding my life growth. I started leading and living my life on purpose, for purpose. And now, I don't have to do this anymore. Feel me? You dig? Life doesn't have to be this. Life is what you make it. If you're dealt a bad hand, trust your boy that you can get out of it. You don't have to live the street life. You don't have to sell drugs. You don't have to hurt nobody. You don't have to hurt nobody. You don't have to be here. You don't have to worry about your family. It's entrepreneurialism at its best. The only way that I know and the best way that I found to get rid of the hood life, the ghetto life, the trailer park, whatever you want to call it. And it's not just internet marketing. It's not just a company. It's not just Vincent Ortega Jr. It's not just Mark Overson. You know, it's not just all the design and infrastructure and awesomeness that Clifton and Ashley are doing. It's not just all the stuff that Heather Martin's doing with her graphics. It's not bizandchips.com who's training folks how to operate their business correctly. It's you. It's seriously you. I found my calling because I wanted to help people. And at the time, I thought helping people meant getting them out of here, but getting them out of there by selling drugs. Living a life that is less than joyous. Living a life of misery, pain, anguish, anger, anxiety. I don't have to run from the cops no more. I don't have to worry about who's gonna be mad at me or who's gonna try to shank me next. I don't have to worry about somebody pulling up to me with a gun shooting. I don't have to worry about me pulling up with a gun shooting. I don't have to worry about any of that kind of crap because I'm out. Yeah, I'm out of that kind of lifestyle. I don't have to do that any freaking more. That's not me. That's a figment of my imagination. That's the life that was and will never be again. But let me say this in closing. You got to make the decision. Is your life, is your future, is everything that you're working for and going for, is that worth it to you? Is that what you want? Because the only person that's going to get you there, it's not me. It's not, this sure as heck ain't going to get you anywhere. And as I say this, I've got 2 emails More opt-ins for what I'm doing. That's money, baby. That's a 20 rock. Sitting here in this old lifestyle, that's a 20 rock. I just popped 20 there. Life doesn't have to be this way. You do not have to put yourself in this kind of situation ever again. But you gotta believe in yourself, and you gotta believe for more. Because I believe in you. My team will believe in you. BizNut will believe in you. Because look, that's not life. That's not a life at all. It doesn't have to be like that. Yeah. You can't go to the hood over here, you know, and film anything like this. You can't. I'll take you there maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll do another one. They don't really let you in down there. It's not something that they like to see. If you got cameras, something's wrong. But I can bring you up here. As long as they don't come up here and try to call law for trespassing, I can bring you up here. Life is what you make it. I dare to make it great. I dare to live for more. I dare to go for more. I dare to make my team do the same. This is not my full story. This is not my full life. This is how I went from rags to riches, though. This allowed me to keep that. This allows me literally to keep going every single day. It allows me to pump more, do more, stay up for, or should I say, sleep for 1-2 hours a night. This is what helps me to stay there. I got motivation. You want to know why Bigchips is the way Bigchips is? You want to know why? There it is. That's live, that's uncut. I'm not touching this daggum thing. I'm not touching it. I'm giving it to you loud, large, and in charge. I'm giving it to you with the noise in the background. I'm giving it to you with the dogs barking. I'm giving it to you with me looking at the ground. I'm giving it to you as those people walk up to me. Hell, I might film them as they talk to me. Why not? But until you decide, you make the decision to get out of the back seat and start driving the vehicle, you're always going to be led where they want to lead you. You got to make the choice. It's your decision. Do it for you. Do it for your kids. Do it for your future. You deserve it. Okay? You deserve it. You deserve for more. We all do. Alright? So large, in charge, very deep, very emotional for me to do this. I don't normally go this deep. But it is what it is. Thank God I found internet marketing. Thank God I opened my eyes to new things. Because the more I look back here and the more I stop and I think about, you know, where I was and where I was headed, you know. Now, did the Internet Lifestyle Network save me from this? No. No, it didn't. And I'm not saying that. But what did the Internet Lifestyle Network do for me? It revolutionized my heart. It opened my eyes. It gave me new game to roast, baby. Because it gave me what I needed, and that was a family. Okay? I got a family. I got a community that cares about me. I got a community that pushes me. I got brethren that I can break bread with on a daily basis. And we would love to break bread with you. We would love to have you come over to be a part of what we've got going on. We would love to have you sit at our dinner table, drink from our cups, eat from our plates. It's a plane or something. I feel like I'm in Canada, eh? Every time Steve does something, there's some kind of helicopter going over. Alright, I got together now. You can do it. And we can help. It's your boy Big Chips. BusinessChips.com and the Internet Lifestyle Network, baby. All day long. Make it a great day. I dare you.